What's up, guys? This your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Thursday. And I'm super excited as we have one hell of a show. I mean, one hell of a show for you guys today. And my God, who do I look up and see, man? One of my favorite people on planet Earth, EARF. My man Abs in the house, my little brother. Shouts out to Abs. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Thank you so much for your support. Shouts out to you, Coach JV, Johnny Crypto, Gonzo, Mario, my brothers, doing it big. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys make sure you guys go check out Good Morning Crypto with my man Abs. Shouts out to Silver Dave's XRP in the house. Anthony Wanner is in the house. Huh, guys, we got a hell of a show. We got a lot to talk about today. Huh? Big Watch Dudes in the house. We got David Coley in the house. Slippery Pickle, guys. I was eating a little bagel before I got, I don't know, so if you guys see a little, little cream cheese, let me know. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And I'm praying and hoping. I know Abs and those guys got a lot going on, man, but we got our, what's up, fam? Love this show, Jay, man. I love you, man. I'm telling you, one of the realest dudes. I'm telling you, when you're in crypto, and I tell you guys before, your family, your crypto family sometimes becomes closer than your actual family. And you can tell authentic people when you meet them, especially in person. Now, if you guys haven't had a chance to meet Abs and Johnny Crypto and Coach JV, man, you're in for a treat. Man, if you're going to XRP Las Vegas, you are in for a freaking treat. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I remember when I first met those, you never know what to expect. And I say this in all due respect. Because a lot of times, Big Bro 10 in the house, Bullish Bird in the house, good to see you, Big Watch Dude. A lot of times you don't understand, I'll give you an example. My background is professional basketball. You guys know my journey, 28 years in business, blah, 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 blah. Been in the movie industry, been around celebrities my whole life. Now, I say that to say that, and I mean, I've partied with them. I've been in limos with them. I've gone to Children's Hospital for cancer victims. I mean, we've done everything together. They stayed at my house, the whole nine. And I don't say that to impress you, but impress upon you. You never know how a person really is in person. And it's very few. I'm talking about maybe if I was to take all the celebrities I've met in total, and I've hung out and spent time with and developed relationships, friends. I got some of them on my phone right now. I can call on a drop of a dime. I would say only maybe what I've met, and I've met hundreds, maybe 5% are assholes. And I hate to say that way, guys. Excuse my language, but 5% are where they're like, nose stuck up. You can't say nothing to them. The other 95% are amazing. I'm talking about freaking incredible. And I use that analogy for when you look at people like Abs and Coach David. There's some people in the crypto space I've met. Uh-oh. Am I doing my Jim Rohn? Remember when I showed you guys Carl the Moon trying to sing the national anthem? And for the love of it. Remember? Carl the Moon tried to do the national anthem, and Jim Rohn goes, uh-oh. What the hell did he try to do? I can sing in the shower anyway, so let me stop. Good Lord, it's the coffee. Y'all pray for me. The point I'm trying to make, guys, is that when I met Abs, Coach JV, and Johnny Crypto, they gave me hope, right? When I met Big Bro 10, when I met Marvin Davis, when I met Jay Henry, these people are the epitome of just beautiful souls. Beautiful souls. And I say that because I've also met people in crypto that are straight a-holes. But I gotta say, 95% of the people I've met in the celebrity world are amazing, beautiful people, and 95% of the people I've met in the crypto are amazing, beautiful people. Now, I will say this. There's some people in crypto that I've met that are bona fide haters. And unfortunately, I had, I don't want to call no names out. God knows that the Brooklyn, New York in me wants to, because I don't typically hold things back. I do it from a politically correct standpoint of wanting to make sure that we all just get along. But trust me when I tell you, if you see me not giving credit to certain people, if you see me like when I play certain songs and I shout out certain people, but I don't say other people's names, there's a reason. There are bona fide haters in this space. There's some bona fide a-holes in this space, but 95% of the people I've met are beautiful, like Anthony Wanner. Beautiful people. And I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of you guys in crypto have restored my faith in humanity. I'm just being honest with you guys, because you meet, man. Because most people, let me stop. That percentage kind of goes up when it has to do with certain things, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, damn it. But Abs is a real one. Shouts out to Abs, man. I remember the first day I met that dude. Just embrace each other like we need each other forever, man. What's up? What is Real Matrix is in the house? What is Real Matrix? Easy Money in the house? Huh? Who else is in here? Guys, we got a hell of a show. I got to get right into it. Now, I will say this, guys, because there's some things I want to talk about as far as fraud. And we're going to talk about that in a second. You're damn straight. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's get into the market cap real quick, and we're going to breeze through it. Market cap right now, 2.92 trillion. Bitcoin right now, 93,425. Ethereum coming in at $1,700. Good to see that thing back up over $1,600. XRP, 219, 220. Gotta love it. And I don't love it for where it's at. Hell no. Are you crazy? I'm not excited about XRP at 219, 220. No. And I'm not going to sit here and give you some crazy price prediction. I'm excited because I know what I hold. I know what's in store. I know the partnerships. I know the acquisitions. I know how they position themselves. I know what's coming. Good God. The #1 American asset. The #3 asset in the world. And that's only because of numbers, not because of value, not because of utility. Because if I had to go based off those things, the #1 asset in the world. And there's a reason I say that. If you know anything about me, I don't pump, I don't shield. I keep it real. I am the deal. I am surreal. Let me stop. Every time I get like a song, every time I get like some kind of rhyme, I feel like I want to rap also and be like Crypto Tales. Good Lord. Huh? It's a coffee. I told my wife to get decaffeinated. She didn't listen to me, and that makes me act crazy. Anyways, we'll talk about XRP in a little bit. BNB right now back just under $600. Solana coming in at 151, guys. We got Dogecoin at 17 cents. ADA, Charles Hotsky, got to be happy at #9, baby. Come on, Charles, be satisfied. It's at 72 cents. We got TRX, can't understand how Justin Sun and, oh my goodness. And by the way, guys, I'm still hurting. My neck pain, if you guys know anything about the pain I've been dealing with, oh my God. I'm going to talk about it. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Trust me, the pain is still there, so I'm not going to forget about it. Sui right now is at 327, guys. Chainlink, you know how we feel about Sergey. Wasn't Sergey at the table with Brad Garlinghouse and Donald Trump in that crypto summit? Sergey was sitting there with his beard all trimmed up going, I'm here. Good Lord. Not everybody was, but Sergey was. #12 on CoinMarketCap, 14.89 to be exact. AVAX right now, 22.16. We got XLM at 27 cents. That's the big deal. Shiba right now is at 4 zeros and 1. Cuatro zeros and a uno for those of you guys speak Spanish. I know a little bit, poquito. Let me stop. Amen, Jay. So true. Facts. Abs knows, man. That's why we're connected. That's my brother. That's my freaking brother. I'm telling you, love that dude. All right, Toncoin right now, 315. H-bar, you know, just good souls, man. I love people with good souls. H-bar right now, 18 cents. We got Polkadot right now at 420. Uh-oh. Some of you guys out there that puff give, y'all might like that number. I don't know why. 420. Stop it. We've got, let's see, Pepe right now. You got any of it? I don't. Doesn't matter. It's at 28 on CoinMarketCap. It's at 5 zeros. Uh-oh. Test my Spanish out. 5 zeros and a cinco. Uh-oh. Good Lord. Am I bilingual? Bilingual? Let me stop. Can't even spell it. Uniswap right now, 579, guys. We got let's see, Ondo at 97 cents. OKB, 51.19, guys. We got ICP, 512. Always remember, guys, by the way, if you just tuning in for the first time watching this show on the recorded version, at a later date. Always remember, nothing we talk about on this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I am not a financial advisor. My name is James, aka 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Now, with that being said, let's continue on. Matic right now, 24 cents, guys. We got Aave, 165. Crow, good Lord, so undervalued. Wasn't that thing like at 96, 97 cents last bull run? Have we hit a bull run yet, 68J? No. Capital N, capital O. God, I think we're in a super cycle. Something's happening. Go check out Abs, Good Morning Crypto. They like a lot of that. They give you all the best information over there as far as TA and updates and all that stuff. And yeah, I think, man, you look at some of these assets, they haven't returned to some of the price points like Polkadot, $50-some. That's not there yet. Huh? Chainlink, $50-$60. Not there yet. Just saying. Pay attention. Trump coin right now, 11.88, guys. Is Trump doing the Michael Jackson? Is Trump doing a little bit of Michael Jackson right now with the moonwalk, like sliding back a little bit on some of those chairs? Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Y'all pray for me. VTHO right now is at 2 cents. Guys, we got Algo at 22 cents. Filecoin coming in at 283. Adam's one of the OGs in the space at 453. Shouts out to X Lloyd in the house. X Lloyd! Change that logo. I see that icon, huh, brother? Good to see you, my man. Different icon, same brother. Appreciate you. Huh? Shane Sullivan, I see you. Anybody else in here? Did I miss anybody? Crypto Cowboys, that's my boy. Crypto Cowboys with the super chat. There's only one way to recognize Crypto Cowboy when he comes in, and that's yeehaw. Brother 68J, you the man. Brother Crypto Cowboy, I can't wait to see you in Vegas. I'm going to give you a virtual hug, not a real hug, because anything, guys, anytime you give a super chat, and I'm sure Abs would agree with this, anytime someone gives you a super chat, that's a extra effort in a virtual hug. That's how I look at it. It's a virtual hug. Let me just let you guys know, Crypto Cowboy, you about to get a big old hug. Huh? When I see you in person, don't forget, huh? I'm married. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Crypto Cowboys, Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. I miss you guys. And I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. I didn't stream yesterday, but I was there with you in spirit. And guess what? Have I told you lately that I love you? This is for you. Woo!
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, a Ferrari with the tens. On some bullish shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying.
What?
Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control.
Yeah!
Let money go.
Crypto Cowboys.
Yeah! We gon' blow.
I might get me some cowboy boots or something. As much love, Crypto Cowboy show. I might do like a cowboy hat and like one of those little straws and be like, "What's up, y'all? This is your boy James, aka 68J." I don't know. That was kind of like stupid, wasn't it? That was like a homeless. That wasn't even a cowboy. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. What? I love that song. That was a great song. What's the other one? You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold them. I sound good in the shower, but that water comes off. I sound like Ezel from Friday. Let me stop. Lewis is in the house. Good to see you, Lewis. Huh? Greatest family ever. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Did I finish the market cap? I think so. We got a lot of optimism in the market. XEC right now at 7 cents at 61 on coin market cap, guys. We're going to leave that alone. The markets are what they are. Nothing spectacular happened as of yet. Let's get right into it. Now, guys, I do want to talk about a couple things. Number one is fraud. Before I lose my thought process on that. Dude, I literally had someone, I don't know if you guys ever get text messages from like certain, like, and you know it's not legit, like from Coinbase or other platforms saying, someone tried to, to get into your password's been changed. Call us at this and all this kind of stuff. Guys, be careful. I just saw something. What was my brother's name? What's my man's name? Wolf of All Streets or something like that? Is that what it is? He just posted something. I was reading it, Scott is his name, Scott Melker. And he posted something on the day where he might be addressing it. No, he's not. I don't know if he might, wait, beware, bear, yeah. So, more so than what anything, it wasn't necessarily, where's it at here? Okay, so he says, so something happened to this guy where scammers had been contacting his people, guys. And this happens a lot. I'm sure Abs deals with this. I deal with it. A lot of people deal with this that are in this space, where you have hackers and scammers posing as you. I looked on X not too long ago, and when I looked up my name, there's a lot of fake 68Js out there, guys. James _ One day I was doing this, and it's been a minute since I tried it. 68J. Let me see if I hit that. What does it do? Okay, so I probably didn't do it right, but 68J, and then like somebody like have a Y. Okay, see, like right there, that guy is fake. The Y is fake, and then there's like 68J, like there's underscore again. There's another guy. So guys, I don't know how to find them all, but I know one time I went in, I don't know how I found it, but it was like 6 or 7 or 8. It was like a bunch of fake 68Js. Now, the reason I say this is because this happened to Wolf of All Streets, and somebody apparently was contacting their people. I don't know what they made it seem like they were him. They actually copied his driver's license and pictures of his wife and kids, like all kinds of stuff. And I'm trying to find the original one, but he gets into the details of, right, scam update. This is the Instagram account being used to lure victims. So I guess it was Instagram. And they made a fake license of this dude. He showed all this right here. They made up a fake license right here. He even went on to say that they fake accounts of his family, like his wife and kids. They set up Zoom calls with AI, and from what I understand, he's working with the feds now to try to figure it out. But I think they like he must be really big on Instagram. I've never checked out his Instagram account or anything like that. But apparently he said that there's like $4 million that was robbed from people associated with him. Something like that, like $4 million. Maybe this is right here. He goes, I'm sick. This is it right here. Let me read this. It says, I was just contacted by a private investigator who informed me that a client of his was scammed for $4 million by a Nigerian group using my name and face as the bait. They've apparently scammed a number of people. They sent him a fake driver's license to prove it was me with my Twitter avatar as the photo. I will once again reiterate, I will never ask anyone for money. And that's the same thing here, guys. Me, Abs, or anybody else, Melissa, anybody that has a channel with any type of followers or whatever, always remember, we'll never ask you for money, DM you to fund this or that, anything else. Now, I don't know everything about Wolf of All Streets. It must be a pretty big, I know a little bit about him. I don't know a lot, but he's got 1 million followers. Obviously, he's a big deal. 1 million, that's big, right? That's huge. That's like where BitBoy was at before. And I don't know his other social platform, but obviously, he has to be a pretty powerful person in this space for someone to give up $4 million. My God. What? That's crazy. So guys, please be careful. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to spend too much of my time on that, but just be careful. And this has happened with, I got a message this morning about Coinbase. You need to reset this. And then this the day before yesterday, I spent time literally going through my emails because my emails weren't coming to me. Somebody had changed my damn emails and had a phone number attached to one of my emails. I had to go through Yahoo and do. It took me some time. And I got all my junk set back up, man. But people are scandalous, bro. You got to be careful out there. That's all I want to do. I just want to take a moment to let you guys know, please be careful. Please be careful. Stay safe out there for sure. Yeah, XRP tell me it's not the Matrix. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about. Let's keep it going. Lots and lots to talk about. Now, if you're coming to Las Vegas, if you have never been to Las Vegas, yesterday, I didn't go live. I was kind of feeling a little bit of pain. I took some aspirin. I felt a little bit better. Me and my wife actually wound up going on another date night. We do a lot of date nights. Probably going to try to figure out something to do tonight. But if you guys come to Vegas, if you guys ever get a chance to go check out this musical, which is where we were at last night. Now, it was weird because it was like a double-edged sword for me. One is just this damn, I want to say torn muscle that I have in my neck. It had subsided. Everything was kind of cool. I could kind of feel it, but not as bad. But yesterday during this musical, we went to go watch this musical, and it just started hitting me. I'm talking about I was so uncomfortable and so much pain, but I sat through it because my wife and I even tried. I had some little packets of Advil or something in my bag, and I took it even without water. I needed it so bad. But anyways, another story. It is what it is. I'm just hoping this damn thing heals, and it just hasn't done it yet. So I might have to go to a doctor or something. I was thinking it's just like a muscle. You don't go to a doctor for a muscle pain or ache, or even if I tore something, I thought, okay, at some point it's gonna get bad. I don't know if you guys ever tore anything, but yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, if you guys go to Vegas, it's definitely worth the watch. It's called Menopause, the musical. Really, really, these ladies did a great job. I didn't see her there, but everybody else was there. Super amazing show. If you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go to check it out if you guys get down here. So pretty cool deal. All right, let's get into it, guys. Like 6-8, you've been talking for 20-something minutes. You ain't said nothing about crypto. Yeah, but that was a dope show. All right, guys, bearish or bullish? Where is crypto at now? Bearish or bullish? We're going to talk about that and much more. Shouts out. Now, this was kind of interesting. I saw that DAI originally put this out. Shouts out to DAI. By the way, guys, I actually sent an invite to Brad Kimes, who's doing XRP Las Vegas, and Digital Asset Investor. Digital Asset Investor says he'll try to see if he depends on what he has going on. If he can make it, he'll stop by. And then DAI and then Brad actually has something later that evening. I guess in the evening. I don't know if it's the pool party or something that he has going on out in Vegas. So he said he doesn't think he'll be able to make it. But here's what he says: I don't think I'll be able to make it. But this is what I like about Brad Kimes. Shouts out to Brad Kimes. He said I'm going to talk about it on my show, or I'm gonna promote it for you or something. He said, I was like, man, that's dope, Brad. I appreciate you, Brad. Shouts out to Brad Kimes. If y'all get in the Brad Kimes chat, you let him say, 68J says, have I told you lately that I love you? Shouts out to Brad Kimes. Shouts out to DAI, my brothers. That's what's so dope, guys. It's so funny because a lot of times people try, all this tribalism, or I even got some people who I thought were really close, that I was really close to. not coming, or, oh, I don't think we can make it 6-8. And it's because, now it could be that they got, a lot going on that other end. And look, I've been to XRP Las Vegas twice. Amazing event. And I'm contemplating on maybe even going again this year, right? With my wife. But I've kind of seen everything, and it's so much preparation and trying to get ready for my own deal. But I might go like on Friday, maybe say, I don't know. But shouts out to Brad Kimes, man. They're doing a phenomenal job. It's an epic event. I've always got nothing but love for Brad, nothing but love for the event. And here's what's so crazy. Our XRP Las Vegas meetup has nothing to do with that event. Just like I'm going to an event with Jake Claver on Wednesday night. Got nothing to do with Brad Kimes' event. I'm going to a private event with Melissa DiPato on Thursday night. Got nothing to do with Brad Kimes. I'm going to an event on Friday. Was it like Solo Gen? Whatever. What is it called? Like, I can't remember. I know Melissa them and everybody's talking about it in Optimism Private. Got nothing to do with Brad Kimes. People surround and have events outside of other events, and so or around other events. And so our event is, if you guys don't know. Oh, and by the way, guys, I need to say this. Our event is getting there, because I have to make sure I have names on the list of people who are speaking, which we got quite a few now. If you looked at our new flyer, there's quite a few people speaking. For those of you guys who don't know who I'm talking about, there is a new flyer circulating that actually has Brooke on it. So I can actually find it. That's the best way for me to find it is to go to Brooke's, my message with Brooke here. Let's see. My sister Brooke. Shouts out to Brooke Lopez, man. Super smart. My super smart young sister here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so XRP Las Vegas meetup 2025, May 31st, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Trust me, there's nothing going on with XRP Las Vegas that I know of, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. So there's no conflict of interest. So I reached out to Brad Kimes. I reached out to DAI. I said, hey, guys, love you guys. Come on by. They say, we're definitely going to. Brad, I know Kimes can't come because he has something going on, but he said, Jay, I will help promote it. So I appreciate you for that, Brad Kimes, my brother. But some of the lineup that we have, guys, and here's the thing. I can't even get everybody on the flyer. That's what's so bad. I had to literally make room for Brooke, because I remember she had asked me. She was one of the names I forgot, because I don't talk to my sister all the time. But she was like, Jay, remember I told you? I was like, oh, yeah, mom. So I moved some things around and got her on the flyer. But there's names I cannot get on the flyer that are going to be there and probably maybe even speak. I don't know. But we got a star-studded lineup, guys. Miko, Linda P. Jones, Zach Rector, CKJ, one of the OGs in the space, Molly Elmore, Jake Claver, Ray Fuentes, yours truly, 68J, Armando Penjoya, Brooke Odyssey is her last name, Rob Cunningham, special music by Tails. I've got, I believe, what's my man's name? Aquaman's supposed to be there. Mr. Man may be there. Maybe Cypher X may be. I mean, I don't know. I know when I was talking to Mr. Man, I'm not Mr. Man. When I was talking to Aquaman, he said that, I think he said those guys were coming. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just talking about people coming around, not people who will be up there speaking. But Aquaman is supposed to be, hopefully, maybe on the panel. We'll see. But it's getting to the point where I almost have to cut the panel off. There's so many people reaching out. I've got Alan with the Staple Crew coming. I've got Metal Law Man. I've got people who said they're going to try to make it, like Eleanor Terrett, Paul Barron, John Deaton. These are all messages I got right here in the back of my, like, I can literally pull it up. And that's one thing I tell you, I'll never hype, I'll never shill or crap. If you look at all these DMs right here, you can see right here, my DM between me and John Deaton. Where's that? Me and Paul Barron, right there. Me and Eleanor Terrett, right there. Me and Metal Law Man, right there. Where's John Deaton at? So these are people who are actually saying they will most likely come through. So, Austin King was on my show, supposed to be there. Definitely coming. Blockchain Backer said he's going to try to make. I mean, that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we got a star freaking studded lineup. Where's my John Deaton? Wait. I don't think. Okay, maybe my messages might be. Yeah. But yeah, all these guys are going to be there. So, or try to at least, shouts out to DCA, Crypto Dave. Appreciate you in a major way. Oh, Melissa and DiPato, Simon are going to be there. And I'm excited about Melissa. Now, I don't know if Melissa wants to speak or not, but Melissa and Simon from DiPato. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I could have got everybody on the doggone flyer, but I didn't confirm with Melissa or Simon. Like I said, there's a lot of people coming. I don't know if everybody's going to speak. And I'm almost getting to the point where, like, my wife's saying, she's like, how many chairs do you need to get up so people speak? I'm like, my God. So I got to figure it all out. I got to work on that and what questions I'm going to ask and all that. But yeah. Oh, yeah. And World Be Free, great show last night. I watched it for a moment while I was, before we took off to go watch World Be Free. I'm telling you, next time my mother-in-law's in town, any woman that's coming to Vegas, I don't know if you have a lot of time on your hands, whatever, but if you get a chance, and men too, because when you walk in, it says men love it too. Dude, I emphatically enjoyed myself, other than my muscle that I had to pop more pills for to try to get the pain to stop. Even right now I can feel it, but I am on some Advil, so it's not as like I can move and stuff. But before my show and after my show, I'm going through a lot. My wife can tell you, man, honey, would you say that show was amazing last night? I'm telling you, I got to get my mother-in-law back there. World Be Free, Keita, Optimistic Prime. You guys got to go see it. Menopause, the musical, absolutely incredible. Great little show. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys. I didn't know if I would like it. I told my wife, pick anything you want to do. And I gave her like this link to go check out shows. And she came back with Menopause. I said, Menopause? Wait a minute. I was recommending a comedy show. And we wound up going, and man, it was great. It was great for sure. It was awesome. So, yeah, shouts out to World Be Free. Shouts out. So, guys, so part of this I was saying is our tickets, guys, we are now here's the crazy thing. We're at like 30-something tickets left. But when you account the people who are some of these speakers, and I don't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bro, I mean, we might be at 20 tickets. Literally. Like, we may literally be at 20 tickets. I don't even know if I have... And we've got, today is the 24th. I've got more than 30 days away. And here's what I'll tell you. The last 24 to 48 hours, people have been buying tickets like crazy. We went from 40-something tickets to like 10 tickets sold. So we're in the 30s. And if you minus the speakers, we might be like 20 maybe. And you got to remember, all those people coming over from XRP Las Vegas, all those people coming in from the Bitcoin conference that might still be around here that I'm sure there's not, Maxis won't be coming. We know that. But there's some people I'm sure that are going to be at the Bitcoin conference like, wait a minute, hold on, I hold XRP as well. So it's going to be a star-studded event, guys. I really hope you guys get your tickets. I really hope you guys spread the word. Don't tell your friends to come. Make sure they go get their tickets, because I might not be able to let them in the door. Because remember, there's a list. And the cap is, and I've got to keep so many spots clear for the people that are speaking, because I can't have somebody like, let's say, John Deaton waiting outside trying to get in, right? So, I mean, think about not just the speakers, all the people like Eleanor Terrett and others that's supposed to show up. So I literally have to probably keep like 7 or 8 names, and I don't know, like Abs, I don't know who. And then there's some special big name people, bigger than anybody's name that I've mentioned, that were invited, and we'll see if they show up. But so let's say we got 12 speakers, and then I've got another 8 to 10 people. I mean, that's 20. I mean, I don't know, man. It might get crazier than I think, and I might have to deny people coming in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, going back to this right here, EZA reposted this. This is something by DAI. I didn't know this, but XRP ledger builders and developers pitch at the first ever XRP Las Vegas Shark Tank. So I thought this was kind of cool. Shouts out to Brad Kimes. Shouts out to DAI. I guess they've got something where they're going to pitch like XRP Las Vegas Shark Tank. Everyone who applies to the pitch competition will also get 25% discount off the XRP Las Vegas ticket. 25%. That's like $250, isn't it? Good Lord, that's a lot. Those tickets, it's all good. Those are my brothers. I love them. Love them. So here it is right here, guys. This is dope. Easy A XRP Las Vegas Shark Tank. This is so dope. And I told you guys earlier, or the other day, I had my man Austin King on. Right. And if you guys know anything about Austin King, he was the first contestant on the Crypto Bachelor. So I thought that was really cool that they're coming up with these little things kind of mirroring real, shows and things like that, like the Crypto Bachelor, XRP Las Vegas Shark Tank. I mean, I don't know what else they're going to be coming up with this crypto. I know that Metal Lawman and I talked about a crypto celebrity basketball game. And so I don't think I'll probably be playing. My years of playing are over, but I might coach a team and get some celebrities to come play. But the crypto celebrity basketball game, I think I'll put together with Metal Law Man. We talked about it when he came on my show, and then we talked about it again. I think at XRP Las Vegas, I saw him there, and we like, yeah, I said, hey man, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, cool. So shouts out to that idea. That might happen. But this is kind of cool, man. I like that. XRP Las Vegas Shark Tank. That's dope. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So Easy A, who is following me, and I actually followed them back today. I didn't realize they were following me, but I followed them back today. So I'm interested in finding out more about this. This should be pretty cool. Maybe I'll have them on the show or something. We'll see. All right, guys. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. So where we at here? I said, sheesh. Let's hope not. VIX recently hit levels seen only 2 times since 1990. 2008 financial crisis, 2020 COVID pandemic. We all know how they both ended. This time is not different. Well, let's hope it is. I don't like that. Nobody wants to see that going on. Okay, guys. I think I saw a couple of. Did I miss any super chats in here, guys? Shouts out to Joe Budai. Shouts out to DCA Crypto Dave. He says, greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Listening from work. Shouts out to DCA Crypto Dave with the virtual hug. My brother. Much love, DCA Crypto Dave. Much love, Crypto Cowboys. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Make sure you check the max capacity for the Building 6.8. I've had issues in the past with breaking the fire code. No, it's 200. That's what it is. It's 200. They told me, I'd never forget that number. They told me straight up 200, and I based the tickets that I could sell. So, yeah, I might have to. I got to figure that out because I might have to. Yeah, I might have to figure that out. I might have to stop selling tickets. Yeah. Yo, 68J, great day. Shouts out Jose. Shouts out to you, my brother. Yeah, I might have to stop selling tickets when I think about it because I got to leave room, man. I mean, can you imagine John Deaton, Eleanor Terrett, or one of those people, Paul Barron, coming, hey, 68, I made it. Or Coach JV and Abs, those guys, hey, Jay, I made it. Or DAI or somebody, hey, Jay, I made it. Or you know who comes, I can't say his name. I wish I could say his that had got a special invite by somebody else. And, and that would be horrible to sit up and go, man, I'm sorry. I can't let you in. So I might have to actually stop selling tickets. I'm gonna have to look at all the numbers today. And I think what I'm gonna do, now that you kind of brought that to my attention, Nest Force, I think I'm gonna contact these people again and say, can you let me know because we're at a max and I have to have your name on the list. I do not, should I put your name on the list or not? Because I don't want to have somebody on the list and they don't show up and then it screws somebody else out of buying tickets. And then I don't want to oversell tickets, all that stuff. So I got to really figure that out today with just over 30 days left. It's crazy. So, yeah, I'm going to figure that part out. Okay, where are we at here? In life, timing is everything. In life, timing is everything. And guys, I don't want to make this. I might even come back later tonight, to be honest with you, and speak again. I got so much to talk about, but especially when I miss days. But, I can't tell you, like when I was been in business for 28 plus years, I remember when people were telling me about Amazon. I was like, man, I'm not into books like that. I mean, I like audiobooks, but I'm not really into reading books. Amazon, this was back when Amazon was Amazon. People thought when Amazon came out with Kindle, that was like a big deal. Oh my God, that technology, right? You miss things, when there's been mergers that happened that I got some insight, like when the Sprint and Sprint and AT&T, Sprint and Nextel merged. Like I get people, I've had friends in the past like, Jay, you need to look at this. Jay, you need to look at this. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. Sometimes I do. Crypto's one of those things that, because who it came from, he was like the Carlos. His name is Carlos, and he was like the Tony Robbins of speaking. And he said, man, you got to look at this Bitcoin thing. And I was like, Bitcoin thing is back in 17. And I was like, man, what is that? And he not only did he put me on the phone with a guy, he said, I know a guy who made $100 million, used to drive taxi cabs. And I'm like, get that. And that sounds like the guy Crypto story now that I know Crypto. But before I even knew who Crypto was, there's this other guy who used to be a taxi cab driver that ended up making $100 million in Bitcoin. I was like, make it. And then I saw the guy's house. I actually went to the guy's house. But before I went to his house, they flew me to Spain. And me and 4 or 5 of my other friends went to Spain and learned about Bitcoin. And my life has never been the same. My life has never, like, I know some people say, damn, some people hear about crypto and somebody tell you on the phone. They saw value in who I was because of my background, my business, my speaking, and I say this humbly, but like award-winning, been in magazines, all the stuff for the things I've accomplished in my speaking days. And so my wife is here. She knows what I'm talking about. They sent me first class with 4 or 5 of my friends. I don't know the number. I think it was 4 or 5 in 17. And that's how I got into crypto. They sat in front of me because I'm not one of those guys that believe anything, but I had enough respect for my guy Carlos, who's like the Tony Robbins. He's like this amazing figure, made, probably earned hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars for what he's done for certain companies. He's written comp plans, just a phenomenal guy. And he got my attention. And then the invite to Spain, after putting me on the phone with the guy who made $100 million, because I listened to him because he's credible. And then when he said, I want you to talk to this guy, and I heard the guy, and I was like, what? And the guy goes, and then he put his money where his mouth is. He said, hey, what do you know about it? I said, not a whole lot, just based off what, just my man told me, and I did some research, and this is like the next day. And he said, okay, I'm going to put you on a first class flight. Would you like to come see what I'm doing? I'm like, what? And at the time, he was doing some trading thing or whatever. I'm not going to get into that, but I jumped on the plane, and it was just crazy. So anyways, that was my introduction to Bitcoin. So I say all that to say that timing, guys, is everything. I know I look back and I think about Bitcoin in 2008, 7, 6, whatever the hell the inception was, and how Da Vinci J was 1 Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar. And you got to stand back in the day, man. I had car lots and cell phone stores and clothing stores and $1. And I remember, I'm like everybody. You sit around and you go, God dang, man, I had $1, I had 1,000. I probably could have put $10, $1,500, like something like that into Bitcoin, but I didn't know. And so, but I always say things happen as they should. Sometimes not when you want them, want them to happen. They happen when they're supposed to. So guys, timing is everything. Timing is everything. Because it's like, what do you like? It's like Lewis Jackson says, how much money do you really need? And I'm not going to say that to be like, oh, I wouldn't wish I, because I think a lot of people who hate on Bitcoin, they hate on it because they didn't get in early. And that's a fact. And there's going to be a lot of people hating on XRP because they didn't get in early. But at the end of the day, I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to my wife for being one of my greatest supporters. And I'm grateful to Carlos Ray. I'm grateful to the gentleman that flew me out to Spain, because if it wasn't for those actions, I would have never saw Bitcoin at the time that I did in 17. So I'm grateful for that moment, those moments. All right, let's move on. Timing is everything. Damn. So XRP is amazing, even offline? What? Man, what you talking about, Smoke? What you talking about, Smoke? My man, Smoke, shouts out to Smoke, man. He says, offline mode using XRP for retail CBDC transactions. Oh, my goodness. This is sped up a little bit. So if you hear the lady talking about, it's sped up. Check it out.
In a typical online payment transaction, the smartphone displays a QR code of user authorization and available balance. POS device directs the user authorization to the payment server, and the payment server settles the payment with the XRP network.
That's so cool. Offline. What? You tell me I don't mind not having the internet and I can still settle? What?
When the internet is unavailable, the transaction will be conducted in offline mode. POS device replies to the smartphone over Bluetooth, BLE, with merchant information and the purchase dollar amount. The smartphone will send a digitally signed XRP check to the POS device over Bluetooth, BLE. When the internet becomes available, POS can send the check to the payment server and cash it on the XRP network.
Okay, I get it.
When the server is detected busy, the transaction will be conducted in offline mode.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Shouts out to my man Smoke for that. Valuable.
To improve the speed of the transaction and to give better user payment experience, small value transaction can be conducted in offline mode. It helps to reduce the energy consumption and reduce CO2 emission by 2.4 gram for each transaction.
Can't stop, won't stop. You can't stop it even when the internet's not working. Do you know what you hold? I do. Crypto for Life Chicago Coin Family. Greatest families on planet Earth. EARF. Can I give you guys a virtual hug right now? Huh? Have I told you lately that I love you? Shouts out to the greatest family on planet Earth. This is for you.
Better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. When you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit that Vegas crypto meetup.
Vegas crypto meetup. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We got so many tickets sold. I was looking for a rhyme.
AI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no tears.
What?
The fear selling and I'm still all in.
What do you do when your freedom is an illusion?
How high will it go when XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
What?
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, bag it up.
So here's again, guys. Shouts out to Nina Blossom in the house. And shouts out to all you guys doing phenomenal jobs. Again, Good Morning Crypto, Mickle, Zach Rector, VTHO. I can't think of Nina Blossom's channel that they have. It's her, Fuma, and Marvin Davis. Shouts out to those guys. All you guys are out there doing your thing. Shouts out to you guys for bringing value to the space. I love it. I love it. All right, let's keep it going. Let's see. They can't see you, and they can never be you. Facts. Don't be trimming on those haters out there. Oh yeah, they'll dismiss it as luck. They'll call you lucky. They don't see all the grinding you do. They'll say he was just lucky. That's a lucky dude. That's a lucky lady, huh? Big Bro 10 is just lucky. Complaining will never get you there. That's a fact. This is why I smoke. And not literally, just meaning I support my boy Smoke. May 19th, regulated XRP futures will go live on CME Group, the world's largest derivatives marketplace, known for its role in shaping global markets across commodities, interest rates, and crypto. Timing? The timing, you ask? Okay. Just days before May 22nd deadline for the SEC to respond to Grayscale's XRP ETF application. I'm so sick of the damn SEC putting we'll talk about it in a minute. The SEC acknowledged XRP application for spot ETFs towards the end of February, as well as other tokens. May 22nd is an important date to watch in light of the recent ETF approval of a 2x XRP ETF from Tectrum, as the SEC must respond to Grayscale's XRP spot filing by then. So we'll see how that plays out. Must, huh? Must, not they can put it off again. Don't stop till you get enough. Remember that Michael Jackson song? Dun, 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 dun. Don't stop till you get enough. Damn straight. Don't stop till you get enough. XRP, XLM, XTC, and others. Hi. My man, Dr. Fender's talking about XRP is almost coming to an end of its wave 4 correction. He says we were discussing a smaller time frame structure offline, expecting it to touch 219 with the smaller waves. Today, we hit and bounced back exactly at the 219 price, which was at the top of those waves, which is kind of where we're at right now, around that 219-ish, 220-ish. Yeah, right around that 219, 220. And we'll see how that plays out with everything that's going on with these damn tariffs. Stop begging for things you know you deserve. Respect being one of them. Stop begging for the things that you know you deserve. Respect being one of them. Let's say it together, huh? XRP is the way. How do you know? Listen to Eleanor Terry having this discussion with Crypto America.
What would you classify XRP as?
I think XRP is a network token, no doubt. Right. I think that at the end of the day, if you look at the kind of the way that we talked about the kind of distinction between a company backed token and a network token, right? I think there were like 3 questions we looked at is the network open, which I think is obviously true for XRP. Is the, do the network effects accrue to token holders? I think that's true. And then, are the economics of the system embedded in it? And I think that is undeniably true as well, right? Demand for XRP stimulates the growth of that ecosystem. So I think that it pretty clearly falls within the definition of
the greatest asset on planet Earth, EARF. I finished it for him. Let me stop. Reminder. Y'all talking, okay. Oh God, this is the SEC. The SEC, this is just the way I feel like they speak. I could be wrong. This is how I feel like they speak over at the SEC. Reminder, our crypto roundtable is tomorrow, 4:25 from 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See our list of panelists and agenda right here. Anyways, that's what I felt. Well, that's what Gary did. Dumbass Gary. Good Lord. We had him on the show a few times. Reminder. Y'all are taking too damn long to resolve the XRP Ripple case. Y'all can keep posting meeting after meeting after meeting. Nobody want to hear it. We only want to hear one thing. I ain't lying. We only want to hear one thing. We're gonna be discussing, and today the topic is, well, we met with our committee is how about this? dismissing the damn case in its entirety, meaning that just resolve it, like announce it. I know it's like over, but everybody needs to like hear you say it out your, like Paul Atkins. Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Like Chris Tucker in what's that? Rush Hour, huh? The case is over. That's what we want to hear. XRP is not a security. Let me stop. We already know that part. Judge Annalisa Torres told us that. All right, let's keep it going. Interesting. The SEC is teaming up with El Salvador. El Salvador. On cross-border. What? SEC is teaming up with El Salvador's National Digital Asset Commission, CNAD. How come everything has an abbreviation? Huh? I do it like Crypto for Life with 68J. Huh? C. W. I don't know how to see whatever. Oh, damn, everything's got initials these days. To launch cross-border cryptocurrency regulatory sandbox. If you guys want more information on this, guys, read it. We're 50 minutes in, damn it. I got too much to talk about. Let's move on. A lot of accountability. A lot of unaccountable fake crypto profits. Guys, here's, I need to say this. There's a lot of unaccountable fake crypto profits out there. Be careful. They'll say things that could ruin your investment, financial future, and they take zero accountability for it, right? So just be careful, guys. I see there's people who I follow and they followed me early on, and I didn't, and even I haven't unfollowed. I'm not one of those people that, I take a grudge. I've seen some people unfollow me because they're haters. I can name their names. Should I name the names? Let me stop. Good Lord. I'm not going to do it. But there's a lot of people out there, guys, that just run their mouth and they don't take accountability for what they say. And you got to be careful because they, some of these people have, in my opinion, probably, and I don't know. I guess you can look at it and say, was it their fault? Yeah, because some of these people are very, very big. They've got millions, some maybe even billions. They got huge followers. And, they say, oh, XRP is going to zero. Oh, this is trash. Everything besides Bitcoin is it. And you're saying all these things, and people kind of value what you're saying, and you're wrecking people because you're on top of the mountaintop there. So just be careful, guys. And then these ridiculous price targets. XRP is going to 2,000 next month. Now, I'm not saying I don't agree with the damn prices because I do. I think Jimmy Valley, Molly Elmore, Max Avery, XRP, Lion Dave, Zarag out of India, Dion out of South Africa, all these brilliant people, David Schwartz, Ripple, it can't be cheap. It's got to be at least 10,000, all these different things. I do believe. Now, tomorrow, like it cracks me up sometimes when I look at how many likes these guys get. I mean, sometimes they'd be like 1,000, hundreds to 1,000, a couple thousand. And they'll be like, oh, in the next 60 days, in the next 30 days, by next weekend. And it's like, man, you've been saying that for the last 2 or 3 years. Just saying. Be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on. I like this. XRP isn't trying to be expensive. It's trying to be relentlessly efficient. Relentlessly efficient. I love this. Dope analogy. Let's check it out by 589 Bull. Imagine this. You build a pipeline, not a giant one, I guess is the analogy he gives. You build a pipeline, not a giant one, just one steel pipe, maybe 6 inches wide. But this pipe is pressurized, automated, and runs 24/7, moving millions of gallons of oil a day. Okay. Now someone walks up and says, that pipe's only worth a few $1,000. You laugh. It's not about the metal. It's about what flows through it. That one pipe settles hundreds of millions in value every week. Not because it's rare, because it's used. Now replace that pipeline with XRP. Oh my God. This dude is out here speaking hymn notes. Let me stop. Good Lord. Hymn notes. Who says that? I did. Okay. It's not gold. It's not a store of value. It's a liquidity tunnel. Built for volume, built for speed, built to settle billions in seconds. XRP isn't trying to be expensive. It's trying to be relentlessly efficient. But here's where it flips. God, I feel my neck. Once every central bank, every fintech, every interbank settlement starts routing through XRP, that pipeline becomes the choke point for trillions in global flow. And suddenly, the pipe's value isn't based on what it's made of. It's based on what the entire system can't move without it. Wow. That's not hype. That's function-based value. Okay, wait a minute. What did I just do? Damn it. How did I miss that? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, I must hit the wrong thing. And in that world, $10,000 XRP doesn't mean speculation won. It means friction lost. Whew. This boy out here talking about some bars, man. I like that. Only a fools trade their credibility for likes. Yeah. But they do that in S-Force. You know what I'm talking about. There are people that do it all the time, and they'll say, yeah. And oh God, if you go back and look at some of these people's X pages, they'll say in May, $1,000 XRP, but they were saying that back in May of 2024. I'm just saying. Shouts out to Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm trying to mix his name with the damn thing. Dadbots TV Dave. That's what I meant to say. Damn it, my boy Dave. Shouts out to Dave in the house. Dave Adams. That's my dog. Appreciate you, Dave. Every time I need some help with this crazy audio video, is looking good, sounding great. Thank you, brother. Because of YOU. Because of you, Mr. Man. Thank you so much. Got to give credit where credit's due. Dave and Josh are the reasons that I have this whole setup. Not the financial aspect, but from the setup. I didn't know anything about setting any of this stuff up. And anytime I have a problem, anytime I call his brother, I mean, he's been in the hospital, he answers. Kid's sick, he answers. Baby's crying in the background, he answers. On a trip, he answers. Patrolling out on the street. I'm about to go pull someone over, Jay. Hold on, they're shooting at me. Pew, pew. Hold on, what'd you say? 6 pew, pew, pew. Let me start. He ain't doing it that much, but he loves me, and I love him too. Can you imagine that? That's loyalty like a mug. Can you imagine Dave like chasing somebody in a high-speed chase? Like, what's the dude's name? If Dave was chasing, what's that dude name was in the white Bronco? O.J. Simpson. And he's chasing OJ. OJ, that glove is too tight. Pull over. Pew, pew. Hey, 6'8". So what you do is the way you turn your volume up. Let me stop. Good Lord, that's my brother. Much love to Dave. Good Lord. It's the coffee, Dave. I told my wife to get the caffeine. She get that damn extra strength caffeine. Lord have mercy. Okay, here we go. Exactly what he said. I like this right here, and this really sums it all up, what we were talking about in S-Force just a moment ago. Shouts out to Bullish Big D. That's my dog in the house. Bullish Big D in the house. All right, let's check it out. So he was talking about very similar to what we were just talking about with people not taking accountability. He says, "Dear XRP influencers, again, I just saw this post." And it's a quotation. Just in, according to Forbes, XRP might reach $200 to $400 during the next few weeks, 4 weeks. Now, I'm not gonna say. A lot of times I'll pull this stuff up or I'll put it on my deal so I can talk about it, and I can kind of contradict. That sounds good, but I don't think that's gonna happen right away. And so, but he says seriously, if you're still posting this garbage, you're not helping. You're hurting the community. Not helping, you're hurting the community. Because a lot of people go ahead and go, what? I need to learn. What did this fool say? It's going to $400. I'm going to go spend my rent money. And I'll pay my rent next month. Because he said it's going to happen in the next 4 weeks. Let me stop. I don't know, that sounds like my uncle, Bubba. Let me stop. If you're still posting this garbage, you're not helping, you're hurting. The XRP community is done with hype. We ain't in the hype mode no more. What? We used to need hype. When we need, it's like we need to, oh God. XRP used to be in a spot where, people would say things to try to hype people up, which we didn't need even then. But, with all the corruption and crap was going on, and we had Biden sleeping, my name is Joe Biden, going to sleep, right? Or Gary Dumbass Gensler with his toupee that was flying off and never came back. Anyways, let me stop. There's a time where a lot of people were hyped. We don't need hype no more. I agree with this. We have facts. Huh? We were sitting on the right of Donald Trump in the crypto summit. Huh? We don't even know damn hype. They went and had beef Beauregard or whatever the hell it was called. They done met with Trump 4 times. Trump came out on Truth Social. Huh? Crypto Strategic Reserve, first coin he mentioned. God bless America. XRP. Till you got it, it will be there. Good Lord, it's the coffee. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is we don't need hype. We got validation. I told my wife to get that damn decaffeinated. Let's keep it going. The XRP community is done with hype. They want depth, accuracy, effort. Here's the rule. Before you hit post, ask. Will my audience be smarter, more informed, or better off after reading this? If yes, post it. If no, don't. The XRP army deserves respect, not clickbait, fool. That's kind of how I was looking at it. Anyways, earn their attention with value or step your butt aside. Stop with the hype. You don't need no hype. Facts. I like that. Yo. I'm late. Just got home from work. Moving to an old farmhouse tomorrow. So excited. Oh, you moving to a farmhouse? That's dope. Come on, XRP, so I can just buy it. Uh-oh. Justin Harrison. He went to the landlord. He said, hey, man, how much is the rent? I'm going to move in. And then all of a sudden, XRP boom, and the owner's not going to know what's up. Justin Harrison's going to pull up. He said, wait a minute. You live on a farm, but you pulled up here in a Bentley SUV with some truck tires on it? How could you do that? Because, baby, I'm balling. And by the way, and write that check out. I own this. Let me stop. Something like that. Shouts out to Melissa World Be Free. This was kind of funny when I saw this. XRP folks gonna get all tatted up in Vegas. This is funny as hell when I saw this, guys. I'm sorry. It says, that's so funny. He said, no regrets. Oh, my God. That's funny. Can you imagine going to get this and he meant no regrets, but the tattoo artist couldn't spell? No regrets. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I regret reposting this. Good Lord. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. This is for you.
Pull up in a spacecraft, them bags on us.
No regrets.
Into them bags, so them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rap buzz.
What?
Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz.
Why did we go through all this stuff, 6AJ? The government not like us. They just don't want you to get rich, but they want you to die trying.
We like years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. I slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
Hold on, World Be Free. No, yeah, but he put RAG, regrets, instead of regrets. He put no regrets. RAGRETS, regrets. I got no regrets. Can you imagine? I remember one time, I think I showed this a while back. Some dude went in to go get a Spider-Man tattoo. Oh my God, man. Oh Lordy. You got to look at the guy's artwork. I'm sorry. You don't just sit down with it. Oh Lord. That's just crazy. I said Tupac, but that looked like Winnie the Pooh. Let me stop. All right, let's keep it going. Be careful. I found that most people are so quick. Guys, this is somebody needs to hear this today. Somebody needs to hear this today. I found most people are so quick to take something from you, but never seem to give anything back, whether it's money, respect, knowledge, etc. I want y'all to simmer on that for a second. A lot of people that way. I find it all the time. Take. And as soon as it's time to hook you up with something, they gotta put this on it. They gotta put that on it. Or it's gotta come with conditions. It gotta come with this and that. Funny. And sometimes people will show you, me and my wife were just talking about that, who they really are. I see this more often than not. Take. Barely give anything. Take. Barely. That's the way people are, takers. All right, let's keep it. Yes, word, facts. XRP futures trade in CME Group to launch on May 19th, 2025. If you guys want more information on that, click this link. Goes right in. This picture here goes right in and shows you guys everything about it. I don't got time because we are running behind. We're already over an hour. Damn it. Sudden change of heart. Trump says he won't play tough with China and pledges to significantly reduce the current 145 tariff on Chinese imports. That brings me to another picture we're going to get to in a minute. Okay, crypto explosion incoming. The final stablecoin passed both chambers by Q2, Q3. Documented. Despite the differences of two stablecoin bills are reportedly 80% aligned. However, the House and the Senate will have to form a consensus. The timeline could see a final stablecoin bill pass both chambers by Q2 or Q3. Look, they can't stop it. You better get your butt in gear because you can't stay there. Well, we've decided it don't matter. It's going to happen with or without you. Wake up and get this stuff taken care of. Y'all make things too hard. Y'all can do this. Y'all can do that. Y'all can build this. Y'all can build that. Everybody's getting rich. But everybody acting like they back in the 1970s or 60s or something with the technology. What did Elon say? Their record keeping was papers left in some like big old They were keeping paper notes on everything. Like, y'all better get with the doggone times, huh? That's all those people, like, you know, you see some of those people like Maxine Waters and other that, you know, we need to get stable bill coins in, what is it called again? Crypto? We need to get some, let me stop. I shouldn't be picking nobody. All right, it's okay to cut negative people from your life and surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you. Facts. Regardless of how much XRP you have, regardless of how much XRP you have, regardless, I want y'all to remember that, of how much, one day your friends and family will see you as a legend for getting in early. And that's what you guys got to remember. It doesn't seem that way. Would you have ever thought when Da Vinci J was saying, and again, respect, I could have respect for what he's done and not for what he actually says and his actions, right? So that's two different things. XRP's going to zero. Huh, stop it. Anyway, but going back to that video, you know, that I've shown on this show 1,000,000 times, 1,000,000,000 times, 100 quadrillion, zillion times. Let me stop. I don't know if it's that many, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This part right here. You guys remember this, huh? Right here.
Who cares, right? You're only not going to listen to that advice, most of you. And it's kind of sad that have emailed me thanking me for recommending Bitcoin.
Yeah, ready? Huh? What, 13 years ago or so, he said, one Bitcoin for $1, $1 freaking dollar.
Now, I'm hoping that every single one of you buys $1 worth of Bitcoins, just $1 freaking dollar, because you're going to be thanking me.
Now, I want y'all to get where I'm going with this. Back then, you were thinking about bags. People who got in back in the day, like I said, the guy that we're dealing with right now, I can't say his name. We got some things, you know, in the works. Possibly this guy spent $6,000 worth, $180 whatever $1 million now in Bitcoin. There's people who got in and saw the value. $1, hell, give me 100 of them. Just kind of like what CKJ does now. He said, "Oh, this is at $1. Go get, you know, X amount of them for this price, right?" And so, but when you look at that asset back then, and Da Vinci J said what he said, you would have never thought that one asset, just one of them, 93,000. He didn't say go get one for 93,000. Just go get one for 93,000. 93 freaking $1,000. No, he said, what did he say? Go get one Bitcoin for $1. Y'all be thinking me like
$1 worth of Bitcoins.
$1. One freaking
dollar.
And you guys are going to understand something. I do believe it's going to be the same situation with your XRP. It doesn't seem like a lot because you're in the moment. See, when you're in the moment, you can't. It's easy to go back and go, "Oh my God, that guy was so crazy for giving up all that Bitcoin for pizza. He's so crazy." At the time, he wasn't. Right? I mean, at the time, he didn't. You know, it's like saying that about XRP when it was 0.00 whatever. Right? When it was that damn cheap. Right? And you had, let's say at that time, you put in 1,000, you would have millions. I mean, I don't know, you'd have a ridiculous amount. And so buying that pizza seems like an awful thing today, and obviously it is. But at the time, at that fraction of a, you know, penny or whatever it was at that moment, it wasn't that big of a deal to that guy. So you have to, I truly believe that there's going to be a point in time in your life where people are going to look back and you're going to say, I got 1,000 XRP, and people are like, you ain't got no damn 1,000 XRP. I got 1,000 XRP, because think about somebody right now who told you they got 1,000 Bitcoin. Think about somebody right now that told you if they had 1,000 Bitcoin, you're like, man, get the hell. And if you saw it, if they showed you your wallet, you'd be like, oh, come here, give me a hug. You be acting like, I think we're related. I think your mama's cousins, sisters, pet groomers, dogs, you know, getting dog food at the store is my second cousin on the right side. So can I get some money? That's how people are. People always. Oh God. Right? There's gonna be people, you ever hear those stories about people come back and saying, I'm related to on the third side of my mama's cousin's wig, who sold her wigs, store owner. You know, everybody always trying to be. I do believe in the future, people are not gonna believe, even if you have 500 XRP. I mean, let's just put this in perspective. I mean, just come on, man. And I'm not a hype show, but let's just. I mean, how can so many smart people be wrong? How can so many smart people be wrong? Let's just say David Schwartz and all those guys are just crazy. Let's say Jimmy Valadin don't know what they're talking about. Let's say it never is used for what it's positioned for. Let's say Ripple's out there buying companies like Hidden Road and all these other companies for 1.2 because they're stupid. Let's say that, you know, the Standard Chart, let's just say that they're all wrong and we're the only, and haters are right. Okay? So if you just base off of, let's just say on the low end with Joe Katz, 10%. He's 10% right. Just 10%. 500 XRP times $1,000. Doesn't take that much math to do that. $500,000. You guys understand what I'm saying? That's life-changing. It's so funny how in crypto people act like that's not. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Right? So I do believe that in the future, it could be 5 years from now. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be a year. I don't know. It could be 3 years. I don't know how long it's going to be for XRP. I know there's things that have to take place, and based off of how long it's going to take for those things to get to actually come to fruition, we'll see where that price goes. But I do believe that I don't think Brad speaks, out the side of his neck. I don't think he just says things like flip of the switch. Or, the trainers left the station by Rosie Rios. I don't think, David Source, it can't be cheap. It can't, I don't think, I think these people are saying what they can. And I think we have to look and connect the dots of what's happening. And so it's not if, but when. I don't know when it's going to hit those numbers, but I do believe that there's going to be people in your life that look at you and say, you do not have 500 XRP. There's no way you've got 1,000. There's no freaking way. And that really comes down to whether or not, if you're in that position, because some people might see a $5, $10 XRP. And I said this on my show before, and they're gone. I'm out of here because that's life changing. And are they stupid? No. Here's what's so funny, guys. I know we made comments about this and that, and I've made that video talking about the 10,000 XRP, whatever, $20. $10, 20. Like everybody's situation is so unique that there is no wrong time for anybody to get out. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you look at me at my age, I'm not thinking the same way the 25-year-old guy that's got a bag of XRP. I'm not thinking the same way the 30-year-old guy who's got a bunch of XRP, or the 35. I'm not thinking like that, because the guy who's 25 is thinking, man, I'm gonna keep working my job. I'm gonna keep this and that. I'm gonna shoot in 10 years when I'm 35, in 15 years when I'm 40. Man, I'm about to be rich, wealthy, rich. Right? Because this guy might say, man, I'll wait around for 10 years. I don't think it's going to take 10 years, honestly, but let's just say his goals might be different than mine. Where at my age, I'm not sitting around talking about 10, 15 years. No, hell no. What? At the very most, right? My goals would have been accomplished by 2030. That's just the way I look at it. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to sell on my back. I'm going to sell all my XRP. No, I'm not saying that. Because there's things that, like, again, everyone's motivation is different. There's somebody who's going, when this damn thing hits $20, I'm buying that Bentley. I'm buying my mama a Range Rover. My daddy wants that old Dodge Ram. My sister wants a Mercedes. Everybody got that. I'm going to get everybody in my family. And that might be at $20. It might be at $30. Whatever. For me, there are levels. There are taking profit. And me and Zach Rector have had these conversations, me and Jake Claver, off, cell phones, for talking for an hour or so. And we all have very similar goals, but yet different, right? Some people are like, hey man, I got a young family. I got young kids. I want to buy a home. I want my first home. Some people are like, well, I want to do this. I want to own a business. Some people are like, I want to get the bling bling and zing zing and all. And then people like myself, I'm like, hey, I'm going to take profit because crypto's already blessed me and my family where we're, free in a sense that I don't have no job, all that kind of stuff. But, I think for me, I'm looking for yield, right? So I'm looking for yield, and I'm looking for yield to will to my children. That's like everyone has something different, right? I'm not saying I'm not taking profit. I'm gonna take profit, but I'm looking at the majority of my XRP being put up in situation where I can earn yield and be able to will that to my children. Because look, guys, it's kind of like Lewis Jackson. I love Lewis Jackson, man. His perspectives, his deep dives, when he makes mistakes, he'll back off of it and all that stuff. But he digs for the right answers. And he does his best to deliver the right answers. And more often than not, he does that. And I love what he says, how much money do you really need? How much money do you really need? And for me, that's a nice amount of money, because I want to do extraordinary things with my wife, and we're living our best life. I'm not gonna say, if I told you guys some of the money I messed up, y'all probably stop following me. I messed up, some money last night that, most people probably work hard for a couple months, right? So everyone has different places in life. And I don't say that to impress you, but just to keep it 100. That's what I do here. Some people, I always tell you guys, me keeping it 100 could be the greatest thing or the worst thing. And for my families here, I think it's the greatest thing. I'm just always going to be me. But the point I'm trying to make is that yield is what I'm looking for. Yield, earning yield, and leaving that for my children and so on and so on. Like I got this whole thing and all this stuff in my everyone has a different plan. So, but going back to this right here, I do believe that people are going to be legendary just for holding 1,000 XRP someday. I really think so, because you got to understand there's a lot of people, man. How many friends and family? How many friends do you have right now and family members that can say they know they have a family member that's a millionaire? Just think about that for a second. And if you had 1,000 XRP and hits $1,000, what are you? You're a millionaire. I mean, not like millions, but a million. I don't give a damn how you say it. Millionaire, damn it. And so that's the point I'm trying to make, is I just think crypto is going to create and it's not just XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, SH. I mean, there's just so many coins out there. And people like, yeah, they try to, look, guys, I've been around this too. I think I'm just numb to, I talk about what I talk about, and I'm kind of numb to trying to satisfy everybody. What about my coin? You didn't say skunk G-string coin 6.8. I'm not going to follow you no more. Whatever. Don't follow me. No, it's all right. Whatever you've done your research on, whatever you feel like, hey, God bless you. Same here, 6AJ. I want to grow as much. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, even like, I love and see, I don't even talk about that part. When I talk about, oh my God, bro, like, I might need to come back tonight. There's so much to talk about, guys. Like, my dreams and my goal is not just earning yield for my children, because that's when I'm dead and gone, right? But earn money where I can, because all of our kids are winning at very high levels. Some of them still working on that. But can you imagine having so much money coming in? You're like, okay, well, you're going to get $50,000 a month. You're going to get, 20, whatever it is. You're going to get $20,000 a month. You're able to tell all your kids that, not because you're trying to spoil them, because they're already doctors or this or that or engineers. And it's like, hey, I want you to do what you're doing because you love doing it, not because you got to do it. That's always been my dream. My dream is to look at my children and say, because the way I've raised my kids, and I don't want to make this, this will be a long ass show, but do what you do because you love it, not because you have to do it. And so can you imagine giving your kids or having the type of yield come in? Let's say you were making, $100,000 a month in yield, and you're able to give each kid and say, hey man, here's $10,000 a month just because, or here's, whatever, even $5, whatever your number is, right? $20, whatever. That to me is exciting. And then going back and doing things like Nestforce is saying, going back to these communities where I was poor and on food stamps and in projects, and where moms can't feed their kids, and community. So me and my wife talked about all those things. So I love when I see that right there. It says, same here, 6AJ. I want to grow as much high quality food as possible and leave as much as I can for my family. Yeah, it's just, everyone has different things, man. And trust me, my heart and my soul is full of things. You got to get there first, right? What does that thing say? Put on your mask first in the airplane before helping anybody else, right? You can't jump and say, put on your mask, put on your mask, put on your mask, and you pass out and you're gone. Put on your mask first, win first, and then go out there and help everybody else. So that's part of the plan. But yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of legends here today. Shouts out to Lou in the house. Shouts out to Lou Natick in the house. What to say? But I'll settle out of court right now for one extra. Crypto Clay, that's funny as hell. But I'll settle right now. That sound like that sound like Crypto Clay. That sounds like Ezel. Remember Ezel from Friday when he slipped in the liquor store? He said, I've fallen and I can't get up. And he said, man, get up. Ain't even down there. He said, I'll settle for it. What do you say? Like a Tic Tac and a 40. He said, envelopes and an annihilator? Something like that. How about one XRP? That was funny as hell. Oh, yeah. That's funny. My neck and my back. My back and my neck. I want 100 BTC. Who started that? Oh, God. My back and my neck. Y'all was talking about that movie Friday? My neck and my back. That's funny as hell. All right, let's keep it going. Lots of love. Lunatic started that. That's funny as hell. All right, let's keep it going. The Phoenix will rise. Shouts out to Mickles. If people have no idea what's coming. People have zero idea what's coming. Mickle knows. People have no idea what's getting ready to come. Shouts out to Trump. Paul Ackes. What did Paul Ackes say? What did I put about Paul? Let's read what Paul said first. Okay, he says the SEC, Paul Atkins, says he will ensure that the U.S. is the best and most secure place in the world to invest and do business. That's my radio voice, right? I came back. How about you graciously in the shenanigans with the SEC versus Ripple. How about that? You want to problem? We don't want to hear a bunch of, I'm in the White House. Let me say something important. How about ending the damn case? 60 days more. Cut it out.
We will work to ensure that the United States is the best and most secure place in the world to invest and to do business. So, Mr. President, again, thank you very much for your graciousness in extending such. We will work to ensure.
Well, let's see how that works out. We believe in Pauly. We believe in Pauly. Come on, Pauly. Get rid of that damn case already. Okay, they'll say they've been with us from day one. This is so funny. This is my man Ripple Van Winkle. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go over to our Crypto for Life channel. By the way, I changed my little banner a little bit. Crypto for Life channel, guys, and go down and you'll see we've got a Rolodex of phenomenal information from the $70, $20, $10 cost average in, $25, $25, $50 cost average out. We've got some of the most incredible interviews on planet Earth, EARF. And one of those interviews is my man Ripple Van Winkle, who actually, he's always going around with like a little icon here, whatever you call it, but never showed his face. And for the first time ever, he came on our show and revealed his face after years in crypto. So shouts out to my man. He says, start looking... It says, look who's starting to tweet about Ripple and XRP. And this is somebody who's typically very Bitcoin heavy, Wall Street bets. And it says, Ripple's cross-border payments to Africa show crypto's potential to fix real-world problems, not just pump and dump schemes. That's pretty cool, because I know this account. This is a pretty big account. This dude's almost at 1,900,000 followers, and he typically doesn't talk a whole lot of anything about XRP. Typically, it's Bitcoin. And so, and shouts out to Wall Street bets as well. But Ripple Van Winkle quickly acknowledged and says, "Look who's starting to tweet about Ripple and XRP." And I said, they'll say they've been with us from day one. I've been with y'all the whole time. Y'all didn't know that? I mean, I wasn't posting about it. I wasn't talking about it, huh? I was with you in spirit. Let me stop. If they are so pro crypto, why can I not trade on Binance, KuCoin? Facts. Well, yeah, I get it. Other exchanges, why are they ignoring all false allegations with XRP? Yeah. I'm let down. We are still waiting. Yeah, facts. We're still waiting. Facts. Yeah. Okay, that's a good question. I might have to come back tonight. He said, I've always worked a job I had to do. How do you find what you love to do? That's a whole nother show, but I'll give you a short answer. First of all, I think the way that, I just personally believe that, like when it comes to being an entrepreneur, right? So for me, when I was young and I played ball, obviously all that, and I tried working for a little bit. And the problem that I had with working is I was just, I didn't like to be told what to do. I'll be honest with you. I'll just start with it. I didn't like to be told what to do. And I didn't like coming in at 8 o'clock and I was like, man, I'm still sleepy. I ain't, go to lunch at 12. You got to take your lunch, Jay. I'm like, huh? I'm not hungry. You're off at 5. Well, hold on. I want to get off at 2 to go watch my kids do something. So I don't know. I think just early on I took chances and I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't want to build somebody else's dreams. I know that's not always the reality for people, but when you're searching for something, find something that you could be passionate about. And I was very fortunate to find something that I really love. I loved cars when I was young. I loved cars, and I realized I had a skill set for finding good deals, cleaning them up, and flipping them for a profit. That turned into a passion that I love to do. I just took so much pride in just making cars look beautiful, and I would only search, and it's a long story, but I would go to tow yards, and this is way back in the day, and that ended up being a car lot, 2 car lots, cell phone stores, a bunch of other stuff. So I just think you got to find something that you love to do, and you're passionate about. When I got in the cell phone industry and I opened I had a chain of cell phone stores, I was passionate. I love, this is back, I got into cell phones when it was Nextel. You remember that? The little walkie-talkie and the flip phones. I used to program flip phones back in the day. I just found cell phones so freaking, especially because I came from a time that they were bag phones, and then they were that big Nino Brown block ass, those big, looked like you had an armor. Hello, big old armor saw you had. And then to see them go down to a flip phone, and then Razors were new, and then Blackberries were, and it was during the Razor flip phone era that I fell in love with the cell phone technology, and then Blackberries. I was like, oh my God, this is next level. And so that led me to not only loving that industry, doing some research in that industry. And here's what's so funny. I didn't just go and start a bunch of cell phone stores. I actually went out and worked for a cell phone company till I learned what they were doing, and then I quit within 10 months and went up and opened cell phone store after cell phone store after so you just gotta have you gotta have passion. Always, and that's, I feel the same way. Guys, here's what's so funny. I feel the same way about crypto, right? Like, think about that. Like, there's people I know right now who are farmers that are friends of farmers, people who own trucking companies, people who own just all these different dairies, people who own different businesses, car lots, and the whole other stuff. And Michael's probably one of those extreme people who are doing very well. But I know people who've been in business for 10, 15, 20 years, and they're not worth $20 million. They're not worth $30 million. They're not worth $100 million. And then I know people who've been in crypto for a few years, and they're worth way more than these people who've been in business for 20 or 30 years. So that's what made me love this industry. And it has nothing to do with employees and overhead and real estate and not real estate in that sense, meaning like a store, like rent and stuff like that. Because I think crypto is a great vehicle to get yourself into certain things, certain other passions. Like you might have a passion for real estate or a passion for growing food or whatever. Like, growing, what talking about 6 8 or something like that goody? No, I was talking about food. That's for us. I think crypto is a phenomenal vehicle if you get in early to be able to earn and put yourself in a position to then go and follow up on things that you are passionate about. Does that make sense? Guys, I thought my volume went down some. Does that make sense? So I think that's to me what excites me about what excites me about crypto, right? Is coming from a traditional background and being a business owner, I've done a lot of things that a lot of people couldn't do because they didn't have my passion, they didn't have whatever it was, the financial ability. And one of the things that made me love crypto so much is I was able to go back and look and go, oh my God, everybody that I know, everybody I live and care about, all my family and friends, they can do this. They can do. I mean, what kind of education or what kind of skill set did you need? Like, well, I'm not 6'8". I can't play basketball like you. I'm not this. I can't do business. I don't have that drive. Anybody, almost any adult that I knew 15 years ago had $100. Damn near. Even if you were on welfare, you had 10. And what was the price back then that you could get into Bitcoin? I'm just saying.
Hoping that every single one of you buys $1 worth of Bitcoins. Just $1 freaking dollar.
And my point with that is just like the guy that we met that we're working with now, who got in for $6,000. I know that's a lot of money and is now worth 180 something million. That guy is an attorney. It wasn't based off of his attorney. Now the 6,000 was probably because he had that extra money is how he got in and had $6,000, but there was no skill set. It wasn't because he passed the bar or he was smarter than somebody else or he could debate in court. He just put money in and it sat there. It sat there. And then he had a problem with his passwords, which it took forever for them to get resolved. And his crypto ended up exploding. Or like the people who, the Silk Road stuff, the people whose assets were frozen for years and years and years. It's not like most of those, I would bet you 90% of those people would have been out of that position with Silk Road for the Bitcoin that got locked up. But the one thing that they couldn't control was the fact that it was locked up. It was taken out of their power to do anything emotionally otherwise, and now they're getting that money back, and some of these people are instant millionaires, right? So yeah, that part. Crypto Clay, is that? Thank you, 68J Bars, for sure. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Tiffany Serrano is in the house. What's up, sis? Pay the investments and eventually, yeah, exactly. I keep telling my kids to work a regular job to pay for their investments, and eventually the investment will be enough to live on. And that's such a dope thing right there as a mom, Tiffany, because shouts out to Crypto Clay and his Tiffany as well. But Yusef El Baby, good to see you. But Tiffany Serrano's, yeah, that's a great, because a lot of times kids, man, Mom, I'm going to go to and I'm not talking about you, but like even my kid, like, even to this day, my kid's like, hey, I'd be like, hey, honey, what is blah, blah, blah doing? Oh, they're going to a concert to this and that. Oh, they just bought tickets to go to Hawaii. Oh, they just this and that. Oh, they just went over here to the rave. Oh, they went over here to this and spent a bunch of money. Oh, that, and it's like, I just got to a point where I was like, man, let them enjoy their lives. Dad'll do it. Right. But it's dope when, you can teach your kids, cause I told my kids about crypto from day one. They seen it. They seen why we're living the way we're living, and we're doing what we're doing. So I'm living. They can see it. They come to our home, they see our life, they see what we're doing, but they see the freedom that we have. And so the point I'm trying to make is I think at the end of the day, that's a great way to be with your children. It's like, or anybody, like people say, I don't got no money. Ever hear somebody say, I don't got no money, and then you see them at the casino, or they got some brand new Jordans, or they got the new iPhone, huh? Their car is barely running, but they got the Gucci purse or the Louis Vuitton. The point I'm trying to make is, man, people can find excuses are only good to the people who make them. Excuses are only good to the people who make them. That's a fact. People, I ain't got enough money. Why you over here at the casino next to me? All right, let's keep it going. Possible dinner with Trump moves Trump coin. Oh, okay, yeah, because that thing got to $13. This is Good Morning Crypto. My man Ab says, just in the top 220 Trump token holders, I don't know if you guys heard about this or not, will be able to register for a dinner with President Trump. Damn, that's I mean, Trump is up 50% of that news. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where that borderline, oh, that's funny as hell. The first 220 people, to register, you can have dinner with me. I don't know, that's got some of those Democrats probably like, wait a minute, is he pumping that? That's like Elon saying the first 220 people about Doge can have dinner with me. Everybody like, hold on, or 220, wait. Oh, to register. So that'd be like Elon saying the first 200, man, everybody registering for that. Everybody want to go have dinner with Elon. Anyway, that made the coin pump up a bit. I don't know where it's at. Now, where's Trump at now? Where's Trump? XRP still a 220. Trump coin is where's it at? Did I pass it? Oh, official Trump, $11.96, so almost $12. It's not too far off. Tariffs to be reduced by 50%. Just in, U.S. tariffs on China will likely be reduced by 50%. Wall Street Journal reports. And this right here, this is Chinese embassy posted this. Breaking, the Chinese embassy posted this picture on their X account. Oh, God, boy. They're trying to say Trump is 34%, 84, 125, 145, 245. Damn it. Okay, we're going to go back. We're gonna reduce some of those. The art of negotiation, baby. It doesn't matter who wins and what side backs down or however you want to look at it, as long as we get there. Damn it. That's all I care about. Shouts out to my man Jake Claver says, RLUSD is already moving serious volume on a daily basis, but that's just the pregame. Ripple's not here to play small. They've got their sights locked on treasuries, equities, derivatives, the kind of markets where the real weight sits. The real what? Weight, a.k.a. money, a.k.a. moolah, a.k.a. skrill, a.k.a. scrap. Let me stop. Good Lord, huh? Too much. I take it back to the streets. Once that kind of volume starts hitting the XRPL, it won't be it'll be the kind of things that make people pause and realize it'll be the kind of things that makes people pause and realize that the signs were right in front of us the whole time. That part. Oh my dude, that's got to be. Oh my God. I don't know. I think there's two things right now. I think there's two ways you're gonna make money. Can I say this for somebody? Somebody was out here talking about being an entrepreneur. There's two ways you can make money in this space. Y'all ready for that? Number one, get yourself positioned with crypto, right? Whatever that asset is, I'm not going to say just XRP, whatever it is, XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, HBAR, SHX, XEN, whatever your coin is. The second thing I think you can make money with crypto is becoming a crypto psychologist. Because there's going to be a whole lot of people out there sick. There's going to be a whole lot of people out there that need to talk to somebody. Because they just sat around and did not read the damn signs that were in front of them. They sat around and listened to Da Vinci J and Carl Moon say it's going to zero. They sat around and they're going to look at you and go, oh my God, the Crypto for Life Chicago coin family is legends. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. This is for you.
So many years and there's still no cheers. The fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moving? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
What?
Going back to go back, got them choosing.
XRP?
This one, bang it up. Here come the monkeys.
Shouts out to Crypto Tales. Shouts out to Blockchain Monkeys. My two brothers. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. And here we go, featuring Mickle, Linda P. Jones, Zach Rector, CKJ, Molly Elmore, Jake Claver, Ray Fuentes, Armando Panjoya, Brooke Odyssey. Special music by Crypto Tales. What are we talking about? XRP Las Vegas. What are we talking about? XRP Las Vegas. Y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all don't want to miss this. It's going to be crazy. Okay, I'm going to pass some of this because we're already over an hour and a half, damn it. 5 compelling reasons experts are urging investors to hold on to their XRP and not dump it. Damn. 5 reasons? Let me hear what the 5 reasons are. What's 5 reasons? 1, Ripple's legal clarity nears finality. Guys, you got to understand, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market, but I'm going to tell you right now, Ripple, Judge Annalisa Torres says it's not a security, July 13, 2023. The SEC contacted Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderete and those guys. Hey, the case is over. We're still waiting for confirmation. We need 6 days. Shut up. In the case. Anyways, that part. Acquisitions, expansions, hiring, positioning. Oh my God. Big thing. So Ripple's clarity nears finality. That's the first thing. XRP ledger expansion accelerates with RLUSD stablecoin launch and DeFi innovation. Was that number 2? Yeah, I think it was number 2. Number 3, cross-border payment demand is surging. Again, surging. Who's El Capitan of that industry or that space? Guess who? Ripple. Guess who? XRP. Let's keep it going. Institutional interest is quietly building. Number 5, XRP weekly technical analysis highlights 320 long-term target. Okay. You guys want to read more of that? Go ahead and do it. We're over an hour. Strong people never put others down. That's a fact. Crypto, more than a dozen crypto fintech companies applying for bank charters. More information on that, click the link. Trump and Zive, that's how you say it, working things out. Breaking. President Trump says tariffs on China won't be as high as 145 and will come down substantially, but won't be 0. Did that order negotiation work? We're going to see. A lot of moolah will hit XRP. So much money in crypto and for XRP, all these damn ETFs going to be put in place. Okay, Elon. Oh, this is kind of cool right here, guys. This is my shouts out to my man Abs for this one. I'm trying to get everything done because I'm trying not to stream again tonight. I might go do some with my wife tonight again. Here we go. Let's check it out. Depends on how my neck is, really. Let's check it out.
Ripple's a company of really professional people working really hard on this. That's why we chose XRP. We believe in XRP. We're not making a price prediction, but we do believe it's a coin that will have the most utility out there. Bitcoin is a store of value. I agree with Mike McGlone, but I think that XRP has a true use case. There's just no value. I agree with Mike McGlone.
Listen to what he just said. Bitcoin has a store of value. It's shiny. It's the first of its kind. It's the Ford Model T. We like it. It's beautiful. I hold it. Huh? I'm not going to let it go. It's like liquid gold, but it's not XRP. Facts.
Bitcoin is a store of value. I agree with Mike McGlone, but I think that XRP has a true use case. There's
a true use case. Utility, baby. Use case, baby. Gotta love it.
Just no doubt about it. And the Ripple team, from the interaction we've had with them, they're really professional. They act like investment bankers over there. They know what they're doing. And
they know what they're doing. They know. Do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you hold?
They will make this work. Ripple's
Oh, you gotta love it. So many people love us. Now, this will be epic. Rotation from gold to crypto is coming. When that happens, good Lord. Get your tickets now, less than 40, we're in the 30s now. God, might be in the 20s when I think about what I just said earlier. So get your tickets, guys. I'm not even going to promote this hard anymore. People get the tickets or not. I think we're more than good. Funny how people talk about BTC haters, yet themselves hate on other assets they don't hold. Dislike or miss the opportunity with getting in early. That's a fact, guys. That's a fact. People talk bad about, I got nothing bad to say about Bitcoin. I got bad things to say about people who talk bad about other people who might be maxis, but yeah, cut it out. There's people right now who don't even follow me no more, and we were boys because they just, Bitcoin is garbage, Bitcoin is trash, Bitcoin is garbage, Bitcoin is trash. And like, good Lord, man, you sound just like the maxis out there. So yeah, all good. I always say that, anybody who disassociates themselves with you or detaches from the connection or unfollows, whatever it is, they weren't meant to be in your circle. And I always say good riddance. I don't want fake ass people around me anyway. Facts. Don't need them. Don't need them. Got enough real ones in the house. BTC back above 90K. You damn straight. Just so you can tell, this is like 2-day-old research. I'm not going to go through all this. What is this? Shocking over 150,000. Okay. Oh, we talked about it. All right, guys, we're up out of here. We made it. We made it. We did it. Hour and 38 minutes. Good Lord. Shouts out to Crypto Clay. Shouts out to Lunatic. Is that how you said? Lunatic. That's what you meant with that? Lunatic. World Be Free is in the house. Shouts out to my sister. They did such a great job, guys. If you guys get a chance, go check out World Be Free and Simon, those guys. They did such a great job the other day. And yeah. So make sure you guys go over there and go check them out. I'll be showing y'all a lot of love, sis. I'll be trying to show all my family love out there. So, and shouts out to CKJ, who, been doing a lot of promotion for World Be Free as well. I think they had Team Green on. They had, who else y'all had on Team Green? They had some people on that show yesterday. It was pretty cool. That's a lot of money. That's for us. What are you talking about? That's for us. What that's for us? I'm a millionaire already. Shouts out to Jose. Shouts out to let's see who else. World Be Free, Yusef El Baby, Anthony Wanner, Beekeeper 69. Anybody else? Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I get everybody here. Tiffany Serranos, Yusef El Baby. That's my dog. TJ Patterson's in the house. First man, amen. I'm in the same way, brother. I'm the same way. That's why I'm so highly invested in crypto, so I can get out of that rat race. Facts. You know, huh? First man knows. Crypto Clay knows. That's my boy right there. Crypto Clay shouts out to the missus. Tiffany. We got a couple Tiffany's. Got 2 sisters named Tiffany. And one beautiful queen, Jeanette. That's my baby. Her name's Jeanette, by the way. I have some people call her Jeanette, but I call her Jeanette. Just sounds sexy. Jeanette. What's up, Jeanette? Let me stop. Same here, 6'8". I want to grow. Yeah, for sure. My man Nestforce in the house. That's my dog. Who's we got here? Sly Fox in the house. That's my man, Pots and Pans. Justin Harrison's in the house. Crypto Cowboys, huh? Crypto Cowboys in the house. That's my boy right there. Bullish Big D. World Be Free. Dave Adams. My boy Dave in the house. Shouts out to Dave. Shouts out to my man Josh. Dave and Josh. Dad bots. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you? Dad bots. Who's got up in here? We got the real is what is real Matrix in the house. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Big Bro 10, that's my sister right there. Big Bro 10 in the house. Shouts out to Marvin Davis. Shouts out to Jay Henry, all those that couldn't make it, and CK and Bubba and Iron Man and Grift and Sammy and Areen and all my normal Liz, all my normal folks that's typically here with me, probably working or doing whatever. Shouts out to them for being, I know they're there in spirit. Shouts out to DCA Crypto Dave. Shouts out to Joe Budai in the house. Shouts out to DCA Crypto Dave with the straight up virtual hug. My brother. Appreciate you, man, in a major way. Huh? Yeehaw! Shouts out to my man Crypto Cowboy. You thought I forgot? Hell no, I ain't forget you. Crypto Cowboy, that's my dog. That's my country brother. We gonna start our own song, man, by the way, huh? You're gonna be like a crypto for life. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to stuff your bags, know when to run. You got to get some XP and stuff your bag. Let me start, good Lord, huh? Something like that. Lewis in the house. Lloyd, good to see you, brother. This damn coffee. Y'all blame my wife. I know I'll be having like episodes. Abs in the house. That's my man. Shouts out to Abs. That's my brother. Shouts out to Coach JV and the whole crew. Johnny Crypto. All my boys. Crypto Cowboy with the virtual hug. Much love to my brother. Bullish Bird in the house. Bullish Big D in the house. Guys, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Anybody else that I missed in the very bottom? I think we got them all. Bradley in the house. Going once, going twice. Shouts out to the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. It's okay. I'm still going to let y'all hear Blockchain Monkeys because I wasn't on yesterday, and I love you. Have I told y'all that? Love you very much. Here we go. Crypto for Life Chicago Coin family. This is for you.
We're looking for that astro flip. Guacamole, I want the whole damn dip. I got my spacesuit on. Yeah, I want the whole damn ship. And if you bring in any photo, bust the whole damn clip. Nah, we do our own research here. Over ledger on a t-shirt here. We in the jungle, I know. They like, monkey, how you see so clear? I did my homework, so he don't care. Yeah. Sitting on the ledger with the bag man, and I just bought Quant with my bad hand. A little Globian and XTC,
and a little more XRP.
We not playing. So basically we repping for the same set. Cause we was here way before the main net. Who would have thought that crypto tales would come together on a topic that we know so well? Music.
So many years and it's still no cheers.
What?
If fear selling and I'm still all in.
What do you do when your freedom is an illusion?
How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
Oh, yeah.
Got 'em choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Snag it up.
Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy James, aka 68J. Until next time. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Yeah.